to read Wikipedia again. Jesus, be a professional.
Um, well, this is a special episode today. It's part two of our fully new podcast special. Which, we're streaming this live on the internet now, so you can just go to pointlessandconfused.com and 100% free. You can just watch Brad and I completely naked in an empty hot tub. There's no water. We didn't want to wet the microphones, so
Mm.
you can just see what's going on and check it out. And if you like something, you can donate to our OnlyFans page. It's be much appreciated. You ready,
Um,
Brad? We continue.
uh, yeah, I'm ready. I'm warm. I'm warmed up.
Yeah,
Let's go.
just
Let me
yeah,
hear the
yeah.
cult.
Um, something wrong with your scrotum? Ah, it's just the
No.
light. It's just the light. That's okay. Okay. Um, yeah. What we're doing? Sonic Temple is the fourth studio album by British rock band The Cult, released on 10th of April, 1989. The album features some of the band's most popular songs, including Fire Robin and Edie Ciao Baby. The album received mixed reviews, with some interpreting the change in sound positively, some negatively. Los Angeles Times critic Chris Williamson lambasted the album as stupid. In his book, Perfect From Now On, writer John Sellers criticized the Cult for emulating a hair metal band and commenting that the Cult had moved from the hearts of alternative music fans to the Walkmans of warrant disciples, completely unacceptable. And Karen Douthwaite of Hi-Fi News noticed that the band was recycling the same riffs for the last few albums, and guitar sound intensifies and metallicized to AC/DC proportions. What a stupid bitch. They got a much heavier guitar sound than AC/DC. Oh, stupid woman. Yeah, who she thinks she is? Am I alone in that? Wait, you
Um,
there?
I
Yeah.
was about to say I had never heard of the cult or this album before listening. You told me I was going to know Firewoman, and I knew Firewoman when I heard it. But I think I agree with that stupid bitch you were just talking about there. Like, and both
Don't
those
agree with
reviews.
you, but you can
I
encourage
was
that
I
stupid
was
bitch.
sitting here next to you in the hot tub going, I can't, like, when it's my turn to talk about the cult, yeah, I'm gonna say they were trying to be hair metal and Poison's a better version of the cult and their guitar sounds shit. And then you said it all there in these other reviews. So I, you know, I'm there with those stupid bitches. Um, but you'll convince me as to why this album's like one of the top five albums of all time and it spoke to your soul. Uh, so go ahead. How did you discover?
Woman!
Yeah, how did you discover the cult?
Saw them on TV.
TV, black and white, when you were a child.
No, we had color because I'm not that old. I
Yeah,
mean,
true. No,
45. We had cars with engines and everything. You remember? We're almost the same age.
almost.
I'm
I don't
slightly more
remember.
experienced than you are.
Well, not in the ways of the woman, but
Oh,
music and life, perhaps.
wow. Jesus.
uh, so you saw them on the MTV, did you?
Yeah, I saw them on TV. How did you discover that band? I saw them on TV.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
how did you
And
discover that other band? I
yeah,
saw
yeah,
them on TV.
on TV. We watched a lot of TV when we were kids, and so you saw it and you went, "Fuck yeah, I'm gonna get me some of this
Where,
shit." And you went and bought the
where
cassette
did,
tape.
how did you find Metallica? They're on the television. Yeah. When did you
Okay.
first discover Solar Asylum? Um, they're,
Radio,
they're on TV.
radio.
This is
Runaway
back when they
train,
played
never
music on
going
TV.
back. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It wasn't all just like Hollywood people slapping each other.
Where did you first see a Pantera?
Big day out.
TV. Uh, 9 times out of 10, it's TV. I just find that a stupid question and really just wasting air on a podcast. I
All
just
we
wish you'd
do
do a
is
bit more
waste air.
research
We
and
could
put a
spend
bit more
40
thought into
minutes
this.
talking about tits and cocks if we wanted to.
Do you mind if I just adjust my boob again? It's just drooping
Oh,
a bit onto my stomach. It's very uncomfortable. I need to put my bra back on.
what do you got? Listeners? What do you
I'll
think
do it
of
later. I'll do it later.
what do you guys think of Dan's improv theater skills? Is it good? Are you feeling like? Do you feel like you're in the hot tub with us?
Wave to the
Have we
cameras.
have
Hey,
we
everybody.
been descriptive enough? Has anybody even gone to pointlessandconfused.com? Because I don't know if that's a real website. It may or
I'm
may not be a porn site.
just looking. We've got 38 million people watching at the moment, approximately.
Oh right. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Because yeah, okay, okay,
I
yeah,
just
right,
said
yeah.
Davey428. Big shout out.
Thanks, Davey. Forty-five
Yeah.
thousand dollar contribution. Thanks, Davey. Yeah.
Yeah. Not quite. Someone's just given 50, so I think Davey's,
Mm,
yeah, cheap. Like, chip in a bit more, Davey.
yeah.
Yeah. All proceeds of tonight's charity event will be going directly to our own bank accounts. Will not be wasted on, you know, helping, you know, poor people or anything like that. It's just going to fund our extravagant lifestyles.
Yeah. Dan,
Um,
look, Dan is very
yeah,
giving. He donates every
tax.
Christmas, which we're coming up to. He donates tax, but he also donates used fleshlights to the local homeless shelters because homeless people
Yeah,
need fleshlights too.
yeah. By donate, we mean I drive by and throw flashlights that I've used at homeless people.
Yeah, it's called a flying fuck.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
ten thousand
we
dollars from Fat Amy. Thank you, Amy.
yeah,
Fat Amy.
yeah. It's yeah.
Thank you.
We just go like Christmas Eve. We just go out and we just give flying fucks to as many people on the street as we can.
Yeah, within
Yeah,
a
don't.
budget, of course.
It's
Yeah,
it's not a it's not a drive by. Maybe it is, but we're not hurting people. We're giving them love
yeah.
and joy.
Hmm.
Joy. Mm. Yes.
Yeah, I'd never heard
Yeah.
this album before.
Well, you
I just
chose
really
it.
seen them on TV.
Oh, right.
Well, it's
Okay.
just because it came up on my YouTube and I went, oh, that one. I know, I think
Oh,
it came up on
nice.
my Apple Music.
Okay, so chucking it on,
Uh,
when you sat down with your Spotify and you listened to track one, you went play. How did you feel? Like clicking it on? What arose inside you
I thought, oh,
besides
this is
your?
fucking cool.
Uh huh.
I was like, awesome. Love it. All these songs are great. This is cool. Um, Production site is produced by Bob Rock, and I think it feels like there's a little bit too much reverb on there. Like it's a
That
bit
makes
got that,
sense.
but it's a big Bob Rock production and sounds cool. I really enjoyed it. We had quite a while to listen to this. I think this is week two I've been listening to this in
Uh
preparation
huh.
for this
Uh
album,
huh.
and it did sort of wear off on me a bit by the end. I kind of feel
Mm,
like the first half of the album is fantastic, and the second half is kind of the okay songs.
yeah.
They're not quite as good songs.
Yeah. Right.
Bit long, bit long.
Mm. As the case for a lot of albums, guys that know how to get in, get out. Right. Um.
Yeah. Strong start though. Really into the first five songs. Yeah.
Uh. Cult. Cult. The
You
cult.
joining a cult?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just looking up cults on Google, just seeing which one. I mean, this one run by Tom Cruise looks pretty good. Let's look at that. Silent Temple.
That is a church,
This
not a
church.
cult. That's quite a
Wow.
difference.
Define the difference between a church and a cult. I think it's just money
Time.
and less dead people.
It's a cult until it's been around 50 years, and now it's a church.
And then
Now
it's
it's
a
a proper
religion.
religion.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, Jesus,
How long's
guy, it's a
Scientology
fucking
been around?
cult.
Yeah.
Uh, he wrote that shit in the 70s, didn't he, old Ron Hubbard? And
Mm,
yeah, it took off from there. And his
I'm
books
thinking,
like Dianetics and stuff,
I
early
think he was
70s.
writing back in the 50s and 60s, and he didn't get it cracking until the 70s, did he?
Ah, right. Well, people weren't doing enough
So,
fucking acid until then to
mm.
believe in fucking aliens and Xenu landing in volcanoes and shit. Look, for me, putting the
It
cult
must
on,
work. It must work. Like,
what,
look how
being in a cult
successful they
or
are.
Scientology?
Scientology, look, John Travolta, and it's working for them.
Yes, because they got all these fucking rich cunts in their church. That's all it is. It's just money. And then you go and
It's
pay to
working
get.
for
Oh,
them.
no, you're a Scientologist, aren't you? Didn't you go and get a fucking reading or whatever you do with them? Was that you?
Yeah, I did the online. Yeah,
Yeah, right. How
yeah.
did that pan out for you? Did it feel like, ooh, this is on point?
They
Or
told
was
me
it
I had a
like,
troubled personality and I needed to book in immediately to be, I don't know. What do you do?
no shit, we've all got troubled personalities. We just spent 40 minutes talking about titties. That doesn't mean we need to give
Yeah.
people money and follow a leader.
Oh, they didn't want anything. They were really nice. Like they just wanted to come in for a chat and help me.
Oh, sure. And do you think it would have just been all talk, or at some point they would have been like, "You need to buy this package," and you would have got
It's a
like a,
church. They give things away. You
"Do
know.
they?
They give to the community and they help back, and then everybody who
Oh, right.
joins Scientology is incredibly successful. I think you're being very dishonest.
I I didn't know you were a Scientologist. Oh my
You
god.
can leave at any time. It's
I
just these
I'm
suppressive people
already
that are just fucking it up for everybody.
I'm already out of the hot tub. I'm almost leaving in disgust. Uh
So I'm just going to call Tom. He'll come and keep me company.
I just think any type of I suppose I was going to say
Text
any
Tom.
type of organized religion is awful, but then I guess not being an organized religion is a form of religion. I don't know. I don't believe in any of
It,
that shit.
it doesn't make any sense.
Mm, no, none at all. But good on you, Tom. You're successful, and all your wives hate you. Uh, children probably do too. Uh,
They were suppressive personalities. It's not his fault that they're
oh,
cuckoo. Like
oh,
they're
sure.
the odd ones.
Oh, yeah, suppressive personalities.
Yeah, how many good
Jesus.
films has Nicole Kidman made lately? Tom Cruise made Top Gun. Fuck yeah. Maverick. Fuck yeah. That's Scientology for you. Mm.
Wasn't Top Gun Maverick just a rewrite of the Star Wars films?
No, it was a modern day instant classic, but starring the genius of Tom Cruise and blessed by Scientology. Terrific film.
Uh,
Terrific film. But we're talking
yeah.
about the cult, Brad.
Well, we're talking about a cult while talking about the cult. And I'm finding it quite fascinating, this little segue into you being a Scientologist. Do you have to wear like a bracelet or anything? So if you get into an accident, people take you to the Scientology hospital?
My entire body is tattooed. You can clearly see
Oh,
that.
right.
I'm
Just
sitting
Tom
on there.
Cruise across your back.
Yeah, return to Tom Cruise. Like, did you think that
property
was a
of
joke?
property of Mr. Cruise.
Yeah, did you think it was a joke?
Yeah, I've seen your dick. It's covered in tattoos.
Maybe I should get tattooed on there, not a joke, in case they mess it up when I get run over or
Maybe.
something.
Do not resuscitate. Return to Tom Cruise. Not a joke. Yeah.
This body is just the form I'm inhabiting at the moment. You know that,
That's
Brad.
right. The shell.
But
That's right. And then when you die and get returned to Tom Cruise, he extracts your it's not Xenu. What are they called? So they came from Xenu and you've got little ghost
Xeno's the
spirits or
bad
something out.
guy. Xeno's
Oh
the
right.
bad guy that imprisoned everybody.
Ah,
All the spirits and the volcanoes. Don't you? This is why people don't understand Scientology, because you're getting the story all wrong. When you hear it properly, it all makes sense. Zenu's
What?
the
Well,
bad guy.
just
Okay?
to clarify, Xenu's the bad guy, but he's still a
Yeah.
space alien. Is that correct? And there's spaceships
Well,
involved.
comes from outer space, yeah. And
Right.
all the
Yeah. Well, see,
alien
that's where you've
spirits got
lost me. Right. I'm like,
trapped in the
you give me
volcanoes.
compared
What's not
to
to understand? God, it's so clear and easy.
give me like
Oh,
you
how do
compare
you
that
not
the
understand
dude
this? It just
in a
makes
white
sense.
robe in the Middle East fucking a prostitute. That makes
And
more
you,
sense to me than spaceman and volcanoes. Middle Eastern man, white robes, sandals, drinking wine, fucking a prostitute, gets
that
stuck in a
never
cave, comes
happened.
out of the cave. I think that's legit.
No, there was space aliens, and the evil space alien trapped their souls into volcanoes. And then when the
Oh,
volcanoes expelled the souls, they put little covers over the top to keep the souls in there, and they got trapped on Earth. And then now are in
uh-huh.
our bodies, and that's why we do bad things. And then if you go to the Church of
Oh,
Scientology, they take care of it all, and you become a super successful person like Tom Cruise.
oh
It's
wait, so
easy.
the things come out of the volcanoes. So the this is Xenu's aliens, and they
The
get into your body,
aliens
and
he trapped, yes.
they make you do bad things.
Yeah, the troubled bad spirits in your body. Like this, why do you
Right.
think you do bad things?
So if I want to
Alien
touch
souls
some
trapped in your
titties,
body.
if I saw a pair of titties that did not belong to me, and I wanted to grab them, is that one
Yeah.
of Xenu's volcano monsters?
Well, why else would you do it?
Uh, hey, good point. All right, the cult. I
God,
chucked this
if you
on.
think about it for 2 seconds, it all makes sense.
Oh fuck.
Jesus, I'm sick of my religion being fucking scrutinized and made fun of. We just like anyone with common sense sits down for 2.5 seconds and goes, that's why. So
Mm.
many stupid people in the world.
Hey Dan,
Mm.
Dan,
Yeah.
your
Mm.
religion's a piece of shit. Can we talk
Fuck
about
you.
the cult
You're a,
now?
yes, you're a suppressive personality.
Yeah, I'm also probably an atheist, so it's all good. I just want to go back to the dirt and be happy. I just
Just
want it to end.
never ends. It just goes on forever and ever into another afterlife. Yeah.
Just
You're
12
gonna have to do
levels
this
of
shit for
suffering.
eternity. Yeah, when you die,
Reincarnated,
you're gonna
yay!
realize you're gonna remember you've done this shit 4,000 times already, and each time it's slightly more irritating.
Ah. Okay, back on topic. We could do it. We're like 30 minutes in. Um, because you told me Firewoman was on this one, I thought, oh, yeah, this is another car album, so I chucked it on anytime I was driving somewhere this week. Track one, when it jumped in, little noodly, like every song has a little noodly guitar part at the start, which I was fine with, and then it sort of kicks in. And when the drums kicked in, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I get what type of album this is gonna be, and I was kind of grooving along. I didn't like the singer. Yeah, as soon as the singer came in, it just didn't
He's got
feel
that
right.
little gargle to his voice, like
Man,
Shakira. People who sing like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's probably right. And then the more I listened, like as I focused in, the drums I found were like you just said Bob Rock produced it. I didn't know that, but now it makes a lot of sense. Like they're kind of slightly too loud drums, and yeah, I mean
I like
it's a
big
rock
drums.
record.
Some of us
It's
like big drums.
I know
I
you
like big
do.
drums.
I like a good big drum too. I'm a big John Bonham guy, but not like overly reverb bombastic stuff. You know, it
This
was
is soaked
produced.
in reverb. Yeah.
It is. It's produced for a stadium. You know, this is stadium rock. Here, no,
Yeah.
yeah, hair metal. This is the peak of hair metal. Absolutely. Grunge came down very swiftly after this shit came out, and it just got kicked out the window and never came back. Uh what's the other
89.
hit?
So yeah, they were right on the cusp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're in
Grunge.
there with you know, Poison and Uh,
No, it's totally different thing. They're not hair metal at
no,
all.
fuck, no. This was. I reckon if you like the sound of this, go and listen to Poison because they're a better version of it. There, I said it.
No,
Um,
different thing. This is much more of a, they're more of a hard rocking. They're a hard rock band. I mean,
nah,
I like Poison.
maybe.
I'll defend Poison all day, but Poison are kind of a bit more um, bubblegum.
Oh, sure, I'll give
Well,
you that.
yeah.
Bubblegum, but if I saw these two on a double bill at a festival, I'd go, oh, yeah, I get what kind of festival it is. They fit together. You know, I think they're in the
It'll be
same
a good
mold.
day. Poison and
Would be.
Cult, that'll
There
be a
would
good day.
be
Yeah.
there would be people flashing titties in the audience for sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a sign. That's
Them's
when you
the
know you made it.
them's the good old days. Showing
Titties in the
titties.
audience.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, and it doesn't become like it doesn't become male chauvinistic rapey. They're just showing boobs and it's fine. There's not like 50 guys grabbing and squeezing nipples and shit like Woodstock 99. It's not that kind of flashing titty. This is like, woo! Good times! And then that's it,
It got
titties.
a bit rapey, didn't it? Woodstock.
Woodstock 9, it got very rapey, but that's a whole nother
Yeah.
episode. Not a good
Yeah.
time.
I watched that one the other night. A lot of it seemed a bit like crybaby exaggeration. Like, didn't really go
Yeah,
that bad.
sure. And then other bits were people being fully raped in fucking vans. So you can't really draw a
Well,
line there. It was shit.
that kind of happens at a lot of places, though. Like, that's not actually that uncommon
Well,
for
let's
a
not
big event like that.
normalize the rape because the rape is not normal. Before we go
I'm
down a
not
terrible
saying do
segue,
it. I'm saying, like,
you're just saying, but it happens. Well, it shouldn't.
well, I'm just sort of saying I'm making it was the worst concert ever. It was like the most
Oh, right.
terrible
No, no. Look,
disaster.
yeah,
But
and you get,
there's been
yeah,
plenty of riots at stadiums, concerts,
sure.
and things. So,
Oh, I get you. Absolutely. I mean, fucking that Rolling Stones concert at Altamont, motherfuckers got stabbed and murdered, you know, like people have been
oh,
crushed to
the
death at
Hell's
Pearl Jam concerts.
Angels.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Shit happens everywhere. And I'm sure Woodstock wasn't all fucking peace and love the
yeah.
first time around either.
I mean, the Guns N' Roses Metallica one, they were outside flipping cars and all sorts of things.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was a bit rowdy. It got a bit
What
rowdy.
was the single off this album? There was Firewoman's the one that's all over the radio, and the slower song was that Sweet Soul Sister or Soul Asylum?
Sweet Soul
And you
Sister,
keep
that was
down
a
at your feet. What
no.
was that one?
That's Edie Chow Baby,
Ah,
and
okay.
Sweet Soul Sister. That was another big hit.
Yeah, all right.
Uh,
Edie, that's the one. When I heard it, I was like, "Fuck!" You hear this all over the radio. This is big time. This
yep.
is where it comes from. But then I never like. It didn't give me the scope of who the cult was. I just still don't
Mm.
fully grasp. You said this is album number 4. I thought, fuck. Like it
You
sounds like
make a
they're.
cult joke all the time. You don't
What's
even
that?
know who they are. Metallica in the studio with Bob Rock,
Uh-huh.
and Bob Rock's telling James Hetfield to do something different rather than yeah, yeah, do something like the
Yeah.
cult. And so Hetfield goes, "Woman!" Yeah, that was a cult reference. You make that joke all the time.
I've never said woman. I say, yeah.
Woman!
Ah. Oh, you do the woman. I don't
Woman!
do the woman.
So,
Yeah, you do that.
well, I
We're a
reference
team.
the cult all the time.
All right. Well, you reference
So my
Metallica
point
all
is
the time.
correct.
I
Right,
never
you do.
said you were wrong. I never
Hmm.
said you were wrong. We're getting quite confrontational tonight. I'm sorry I upset your religious beliefs, but um, Scientology is for fuckholes.
I'm texting Tom. Hang on. Tell him
Tom
all about
can
this.
shove whoever's dick's in his mouth further down his throat until
Suppressive personality alert.
until he needs to make the next Mission Impossible film because those have only gotten better and better. Am I right? I'm right, aren't I?
Well,
Mission
it's an
Impossible
amazing
films.
talent of Tom Cruise and his unshakable belief in the Church of Scientology. I
What
mean,
the?
it's perfectly simple when you just sit down and think about it for 2 seconds. You become a better, more successful person if you join the Church of Scientology. It's
Um,
basically guaranteed.
how's John Travolta's career going at the moment?
He doesn't need to work. He owns a jet. It's
Does
parked next to his house. He owns.
he
Oh
though?
my,
Does
he
he
does.
still
You
own the
seen his
jet?
house?
I don't know if he
He's got a
owns it.
747 parked next to his house. He's got his own little ramp to get up that built out of the house. Have you seen it? It's
Man,
incredible.
that grease money has gone a long way, hasn't it?
It's like if you go to the church, the financial investment seminars they have there are just incredible. It's just every aspect of your life is taken care of with the Church of
Wait, you
Scientology.
said you did
There's
the online course
absolutely no
and then
downside.
you didn't speak to them anymore. So how do you know about these meetings?
I was lying.
Oh, sure. Okay.
I'm, I'm, some people judge me for,
The
my
lying.
religious beliefs. Um, Look, you don't
I
earn,
am.
you don't make
I'm
a
judging you.
fortune of $468 million like I have without being a member of the Church of Scientology. Like,
Without
clearly,
Scientology, would this podcast be as big as it is?
no, it wouldn't.
Mm, shame.
It's success at every corner.
Mm,
And you're
mm.
riding on my coattails.
Oh, I've no doubt. We know where the talent sits here.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All,
So,
all praise David
yeah.
Miscavige.
Do you think Tom Cruise listens to The Cult?
Of course he does. They're all members. I see them at the weekly meetings. They're
Oh,
incredibly successful people. Very important.
excellent. Highlights and lowlights of this album?
Like I say, first 5 songs, Sun King, epic. Firewoman, epic. American Horse, epic. Edie, epic. Sweet Soul Sister, epic. And then it goes Soul Asylum. You're like, oh yeah, yep, that's good. And then it sort of drops off from there, doesn't it? I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
What's
enjoyed it
the
for the first week, and I thought every song rocked. And then week two, I was like, oh, this is wearing thin.
what's the song that was a lot like Cashmere? Was that Sweet Soul Sister? Big drum.
American Horse, I think is thinking of.
Hang on. No, it was further
Yeah,
in.
it's got. Was it Soul Asylum?
Might be Soul Asylum. Hang on. It's gonna. Oh no. Trying to play it to myself, but it's not working. Stupid internet.
Take as long as you want.
Well,
We'll
the
all just
timer
wait.
hasn't come up yet. Yeah, you Scientologist fucks can wait. With all your money bags.
We'll just
Us
sit here
people out
being more successful than you.
us people out here with no religion apart from the Beatles. Oh wait, I hear something. We're gonna get sued now.
That's Soul
Is it this
Sister.
one? It is, but does it
Hey,
have
we're going to get a strike.
fuck?
Oh,
Not for that. I'm just trying to find a song. No, I can't find it. Oh well, maybe it's this one.
oh,
No, gonna get a strike. Hey, 3 strikes of
woo!
baseball. Can't find it. There's one song it felt to me like Cashmere, like Zeppelin, big drums, and that was the highlight of the album for me. But now I can't fucking remember what it was. I wrote it down. Take notes, people. Don't be an old dumb fuck like me.
Did you take a digital note like a normal person, or did you write it down on a piece of paper?
I'm a fucking piece of paper guy. It's a real problem.
Do you hate trees? Is that why you did that?
Um, yes, that's exactly it. Here comes
Oh,
another
10
strike.
minutes left.
No, it's not that one. They all sound the fucking same.
Yeah, I'll
Is this?
give you that. Like all their albums are a bit the same. I got their first. I actually bought their album a few years ago. The self-titled one with the Ram's head on it. Oh, a cool album. Apparently, it was a monumental failure for the band, but yeah, it was a cool album.
Yeah. They look like a. I'm just watching the first watching a video of these guys. It looks almost like, with the sound off, a cowboy version of Pearl Jam is what I'm looking at here. Lead
Cowboys.
singer's lead singer's got a cowboy hat on and a tassely jacket,
Yeah,
and the rest of the band just long haired. It looks like the Even Flow music video.
he's really into his Native American stuff. He wears a lot of that. And he's
Oh,
probably most famous for wearing white pants and a pirate shirt and a little purple bandana, I think it was.
oh, fantastic! Wow.
Dressing like a pirate.
Well, Sonic Temple. What? Oh my God! The timer's saying we've still got 8 minutes to go. What a rip!
Oh, we're about 30 minutes in by my timer.
Wow, that's champion. Do
Yeah.
you have some highlights? What was your favorite track?
Well, I just said the first five songs. Sun King,
Yeah.
Fire Woman, American Horse, Edie, Soul Sister. I got Epic next to all of them. And then it goes decent on Soul Asylum, where it sort of goes on a bit long for me. It's when I start
Uh-huh.
going, oh, yeah. And then after that, it's the bit more cliched, maybe didn't age quite so well, rock and
Mm.
rolly tunes, the
Do you
12
think if
Blood, the
this had
blues.
been produced in 1992 by Brendan O'Brien, that it would have been a better album?
Yeah, I enjoy this album. I think it's just like they had five awesome songs, and then they had these songs that they left over.
I
It'll
think
do.
if it had been
Good enough.
given the 92, 93 grunge simple production, it'd be way more listenable. It's just very 1989. Very, everybody's
Yes.
got long hair. Yeah.
Yeah. From albums I've heard, they swing from tons of reverb to bone dry, no reverb.
All right.
That's kind of
Okay.
their two modes.
I'll try a bone dry no reverb in the future. See how that
Try
goes.
Ram's Head, the cult self-titled. It's got a
Okay.
white background and a black ram's head. It's cool.
All right.
Enjoyed that one.
Okay. I'll check it. I'll check it. Um.
Possibly goes on too long. Same criticism.
Yeah. Oh, that's a common thing for albums of the 80s, though. They had their
Yeah,
hits and then they filled up the rest of their vinyl. Mm,
yeah.
mm.
Oh,
Uh,
how would you rate this?
uh, Look, I didn't get a lot of enjoyment out of it, to be fair. I, when I put it on, I thought I was going to love it. That first song, driving, big drums, big guitars. But the singer I just didn't connect with. It didn't like on any level, lyrically, stylistically. So I found it hard to immerse myself. Uh, yeah. So I will give it. I will give it 4 headbangs out of 10. Sorry, the cult. Wasn't that great? What's
Ooh.
what say you? It's a tough one, and I didn't want to be kind. I'm just being brutal because I'll probably never put it on again. So,
Yeah, like I said, we have to judge these as albums.
mm,
And for me, first five songs, looking amazing. And then the second half of the album, like I say, drop off. So I give it a 5 out of 10, but the first half is worth the price of admission, for sure.
all right,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
okay, not far off worth it. Maybe like, do you think the best songs of this album would be on a cult greatest hits?
Fuck yeah, these are classic songs. 4 out of 5 are the classic ones. I think without Sun King, I wouldn't call that a cult classic,
Mm,
like a well-known one. American Horse, but Phylum and Edie and Soul Sister, Sweet Soul
yeah,
Sister are definitely classics from the band.
yeah, right.
Definitely on the greatest hits.
Mm.
But I don't think
Hmm.
New York City and Automatic Blues and Soldier Blue are going to make it onto the greatest hits
The
unless,
cult, they now seem like a
yeah.
kind of band that would do, like winery tours around the world on a multiple headline thing, like the Summer Series, the Cult, and Pat Benatar, and fucking, I don't know, ZZ Top. Doesn't that sound like a summer tour concert?
I don't know, I was reading about them earlier and stuff, and they try and yeah. There's a lot of bands when you read their Wikipedias or stuff. It reads like an obituary, like an enormous failure. Every album, this went wrong, but then it's like this album sold 2 million records, this album sold four
Wow.
million records. Like they sold a ton of fucking records. They had albums that went under the radar that probably shouldn't have. A bit unfortunate for them, but like
Mm.
there a lot of things they call failures for them were actually like 2 million records isn't a failure.
Yeah,
They
that's
are
right.
a band that probably should have been bigger, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, just maybe a few more tighter songs, better production. They feel like the kind of band where the lead singer could die and they'd replace him. You know what I mean? They feel like an
Uh,
Excess or a Judas Priest kind of band.
One of
They,
the ex-band members did say that they felt they should have been a lot bigger if it wasn't for Ian Astonbury, their singer, who he said couldn't get out of his own way. He was a guy who got depression and walked off
mm,
tours and would get into alcohol and put on weight and give bad performances and then get all discouraged and a lot of drama. There was a lot of people coming and going from the band, and they seem to blame a bit on Ian Astonbury being a bit of a difficult personality or a troubled personality, perhaps in some ways.
mm.
But I think he's got a great voice, a great talent, and they said if he didn't sing about butterflies and horses, maybe they would have been bigger if he was like a bit more, yeah, mm, thing about
Edgy.
chicks and cars. Yeah, things would be
Yeah,
better.
yeah. Sing songs about fucking. That's what people want to hear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Beach Boys.
Yeah. I'm always apologize for my 5 out of 10, but it's like it's a fucking the first five strong as fuck. Man,
Don't apologize for your
it's just
five.
not as
It's your
good.
fucking
Not as
podcast.
good.
We say what
I
we
really
want.
like the band though. I like the album. It's just that I kind of think, yeah, there is a drop off. You're rating the whole
Mm,
album. It drops off from. I think it's
yeah.
like
You don't.
Let's
Yeah.
Dance. You remember we did Let's Dance? It's the same thing. It starts with the hit songs are fucking amazing, and then what are these other songs? They
Yeah.
just don't go next to the other ones.
Couple of killer and the rest is
Ah,
filler. Mm. Oh, well. The Cult.
I don't
Check it out,
know.
everybody. Thank you if you've
Their
made it.
bad songs aren't even bad. That's my point. They're just not as good. Feels like a disappointment. Terrific
Yeah.
stuff. Oh well, that's the end of it.
Bit, bit like
Oh,
Scientology.
carry
A
on.
disappointment.
Yeah, I'm sure Tom Cruise is disappointed with his success. You're going, oh man, maybe I should have been a Buddhist. Back to
He's
the
a good.
mansion in Colorado.
He's a good-looking man.
Very handsome. Yes, and a great friend. A great friend. I love you, Tom.